bloodshed has taken place across the country today, starting with a double suicide bombing in Kabul this morning before a separate suicide car attack aimed at a NATO convoy in Kandahar province. The BBC confirmed one of its journalists, Ahmad Shah, was shot dead in another attack in Khost province, adding to a day of horrifying violence. At least 36 people have been killed, including 11 children and 9 journalists, including Agence France-Presse (AFP) chief photographer Shamare. Coordinated bomb attacks, claimed by ISIS, took place in Kabul at about 8 a.m. today when a suicide attacker riding a motorbike blew himself up near the NATO headquarters and the U.S. Embassy. Image, Reuters, image, XO2487. Just 20 minutes later, a second bomber, said to be posing as a journalist, launched another attack, killing journalists who scrambled to the scene to cover the initial blast. Agence France-Presse (AFP) chief photographer, Shamar, and at least 3 other journalists were tragically killed in the second explosion. Michel Laradon, AFP's global news director, said, "This is a devastating blow for the brave staff of our close-knit Kabul bureau and the entire agency." Image, Reuters, Rex, Shutterstock, AFP. We can only honor the strength, courage, and generosity of a photographer who covered often traumatic, horrific events with sensitivity and consummate professionalism. Reuters photographer Omar Sevani, an old friend and colleague of Mr. Mar, was stood next to him when the bomb exploded. "We were standing on a slight rise to get a better shot when I heard a bang and saw him on the ground. I was stunned, I couldn't believe it," said Mr. Sevani, who suffered minor injuries. "He was a very good photographer, the best, but he was also a very good man." The BBC later confirmed one of its journalists was also killed in Afghanistan today after BBC Afghan reporter Ahmad Shah was shot dead in a separate attack. BBC World Service Director Jamie Angus said, "It is with great sadness that the BBC can confirm the death of BBC Afghan reporter Ahmad Shah following an attack earlier today." The attack took place in Khost province. Ahmad Shah was 29. He had worked for the BBC Afghan service for more than a year and had already established himself as a highly capable journalist who was a respected and popular member of the team. "This is a devastating loss and I send my sincere condolences to Ahmad Shah's friends and family and the whole BBC Afghan team. We are doing all we can to support his family at this very difficult time." According to the Afghanistan Journalists Safety Committee, at least 80 journalists and media workers have been killed working in the country since 2001. But there had never been a day when so many were killed in the same attack. As well as AFP and Radio Azadi, which lost 2 employees in the attack. Local stations Tolo News, One TV and Mashal TV also lost staff. Globally, it was the worst attack on journalists in a single incident since 31 reporters and photographers were killed in a massacre in the southern Philippines in 2009.